Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don and we're continuing with the Mother's Day theme here. Jeff Cather made a gift to the channel for me to react to this one. So Jeff, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you. On the West Coast, you're 3 hours behind me. I don't know what time you get up, but you'll see this at some point, I know. Tainted lyrics. You'd think that's the name of the song, but evidently that's the name of the group. So that's pretty cool. Like, I don't know, just being exposed to these different bands, groups, names, just different dynamics that are involved with musicians. The name of the song is Mother's Day in Heaven. So, and I don't know it, but we're gonna get on with this one. All right, folks, happy Mother's Day from Jeff Cather to all the moms out there, right, Jeff? I'll take the liberty of running with that one. All right, here we go. The image looks a little like Oregon. That Mount Hood.
Growing up, I always knew the day would come that I'd lose you. I didn't think the day would come so fast.
Ouch.
The days flew by from October to June, and none of us thought it'd be so soon. Then Mama flew home without her pain at last. I came to see you today. The sun was shining bright. I sat and talked a while. I laughed and I cried. I shook my head and wondered why. I wanna hear your voice. Take me back when I was 7, when I could hug you tight and didn't have to say Happy Mother's Day in heaven.
I like his voice. I mean, I can relate to this thing. Yeah, there's a lot. I'll save some of the thoughts for the end and see what I can remember. So yeah, certain lines just hit you the way they're sung. And this dude, the gentleman singing it, has a man's voice. It reminds me a bit of Mickey LaManta, the way he sings.
Been a few years and I still don't see why the Lord needed you away from me. I tell myself this is all part of His plan. You lift me up each day you're gone, and in my heart your memory lives on. And I can't wait for the day I see you again. One day I'll fly home to be with you. On beautiful wings, the streets of gold, and the gates will open, and I'll come through.
If it works that way, that's beautiful, beautiful.
I came to see you today. Your halo shines so bright. Let's sit and talk a while. We can laugh and cry, and I can finally know why. I'll sit and hear your voice, and you can hold me like I was 7. And Mom, I'll hug you tight and finally get to say Happy Mother's Day in heaven.
Yeah, that, you know, I love songs like that have such deep sentiment, deep heart, deep meaning, that are not sappy. And I think it's hard to pull off, but it may not be. I mean, I'm not a musician or lyricist, but I mean, that's just one of the things I look for in songs. I say this a lot, that things aren't oversold. And I love that about traditional country, that it it really just, it's about the story. It's not as much about the artist. It's not about a guitar jam. It's about the story, and the music is there to support the vocalist, the lyricist, but the lyrics are what it's about. And it can be difficult to not try to oversell what you're feeling in the song, but just really trust that the story will say it. And a song like this just shows what the art form really is about, where you could feel what he was feeling because he brought it real. And, part of what's communicated, whether, consciously or not, but what I pick up on too, is just that you wouldn't write a song like this. You wouldn't sing a song like this unless your mother really was like that. Because we could fantasize all we want or romanticize all we want, having the ideal parent or the ideal child or the ideal friend or the ideal spouse or whatever. But if it's not real, it doesn't come across real. But I hear songs, when I hear a song like this, it just tells me that, one, I'm guessing that whoever the lead singer is, Jeff, I'm sure you'll provide us with that information. Maybe you know these folks too, because you know a lot of folks. You've interviewed a lot of folks for your radio show over the decades. That I'm going to guess that he wrote it. And I'm going to guess that his mother really was this beautiful woman. He just wasn't singing about some ideal that we'd have for a parent. Or for a mother in this case. This was the real deal, and I love that. And I love the imagery too, whether you're Christian, atheist, Jew, whatever, but the notion that there's something beyond this world in which we live, that there be a heaven, whatever it looks like, whether it's back here on earth or we're in some spiritual form up in another place with streets paved of clear gold, as the New Testament lays out some, in the book of Revelation lays out some pretty wild things, but if they happen to be true accounts of what will happen. Nonetheless, the notion of being reunited in a pain-free place, maybe one in which we don't die, those are just beautiful things, the unfortunate, things to contemplate and feel. But I get the question, like, God, why'd you have to take my mother? And that's based on the notion that God's in control and he picks, everything. He's in control of everything. Sort of master puppeteer, if you will. And it's a natural question to say, this woman that I love, you really didn't need her. I liked her here. But the idea, too, it's like from, what do you say, October to June? And that'll clue you in, too, that that's a real story. That's one of those details that you put into a song that says, oh, this really happened to whomever wrote the song. And I am guessing it was the lead singer. And yeah, my mom, it happened similarly, except she took longer. They thought she'd go sooner because she was stage 4 when they diagnosed her, metastatic lung cancer. And I took care of her in her home in Florida, and she got about a year and a half, and most of which was bedridden. But I understand this song, so I'm not going to rate it because it's way too personal. But I mean, if I were to rate it, it would be absolutely above a 9. It would be mid-9 somewhere, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it be that was a gorgeous song. So happy Mother's Day, folks. Jeff, I hope this isn't your story. So I hope. I never want bad things for people in that regard. But nonetheless, I just wanted to put that out there too. All right, folks. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.